Okay, currently on holiday in France. Just doing a video recording like I usually do when I'm away for more than a week. I'm gonna be away for 2 weeks, so this will be up around 2 weeks when I get back. The targeting has been quite heavy in England, but it's not been too bad in France. Coming back from England was very bad. Constant stuff, harassment. There was no end of ambulances or the whole journey. They weren't doing the sirens so much, but there's tons of them. But the main noticeable thing that's new is I noticed on the whole journey, lorries would, when they overtook, basically what they were doing, they'd have two lorries, and then a lorry would overtake one of the lorries, and it'd flash its lights. And this happened at least 6 or 7 times, 7 or 8 times. I lost count, but 7 or 8 at least on the journey from where my mum lives to Calais, to Dover. So, they were doing that, and also they had numerous cars parked at the side of the motorway with the hazard lights on. I've been telling you for a long time that's something they do when they. I don't know what it means. I think it's just to get you sensitized. It's not worth. When it comes to these things, it's not worth thinking what it means. It's just worth thinking of countermeasures. So I just ignored it. The usual one headlight stuff as well. But as soon as we got to the port in Dover, they switched the sirens on, and the sirens were on. I could hear sirens start up as soon as we were coming to pull into the port at Dover. And after that, get through, custom check, passport check and all that, and we get to the bit where you wait to board the ferry. So then there they use the police to target me. They have a police van with a woman in it looking at me, just drive right in front of the van, And they also had perps. I filmed a few. They had perps walking constantly back and forth in front of the van with one hand in their pocket and doing certain hand signals. And I did them back, and they did not like it when I did it back. So, but we went on the ferry, no issues. Apart from in the dining room, we had some food, and one of the members of staff there was whistling constantly the whole time and wouldn't stop whistling in this really annoying way. And it was winding my family up. You know what I mean? I've been really I didn't realise it, but I've been really sleep deprived. Lately. I got the first good night's sleep. We slept somewhere in this little village in France the other night, and I had to sleep in the van, and I had the first good night's sleep I've had in about fucking 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Shit, it's been that bad. You know what I mean? I've not been getting sleep because they've been hitting me with these energy weapons. Yesterday they were hitting me really bad with these energy weapons, making my body ache. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to end the recording because I'll continue this recording. I'll continue my recording. They were doing all that, and then on the ferry there was a guy whistling and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Coming into France, wasn't too bad. There's a few one headlight bandits, but nowhere near as bad as it was in England. Like I said, I got a decent sleep last night. Trying to get my strength back. You know what I mean? Funny, right now I'm in the town where last year they targeted me with the police. I can't remember the name. I can't see a sign around here saying the name. Hang on. No, they're just road names. Well, it's by the River Sone. Or Seine, I think it's Seine actually. Sone or Seine, it's one of those. Yeah, the target's not that bad, man. It's enough for me to get my strength back. Because the shit was wearing me down in Britain, you know what I mean? It was really, wearing me out. As a TIs, we should all take a break from our targeting for a bit, get moved to a new location. They'll still target us, but it gives you breathing space, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like feels like they try to box you in, keep you in the same area. And I was finding that in my area I was getting so tired I didn't have the energy to, to want to leave my area. So my family have just gone into the town to have a look at this church place. But I'm too tired. I'm just relaxing, you know what I mean? I can see the view and everything, so I'm not really wasting my time here, you know what I mean? I've already seen it around here. I've got a nice view of the river, and that's good enough for me, you know what I mean? Just want to get my strength back, so I don't want to be racing around or anything like that. Let's think of anything else. Oh yeah, tactics in France have been different to Britain. They've been using lorries as a way to try and basically there'd be two lorries in front of the van, and as soon as we approach the lorries, they pull out and try and overtake one another. I noticed this happened today. Yesterday it happened a lot, but today I noticed it happen as soon as the van, gets close. One of the lorries pulls out, and without warning, it didn't indicate, so my mum horned. And then later on, there was two lorries in a line again. The lorry behind indicated as soon as we went near to pull out, but didn't. Then the lorry in front of that indicated to pull out, but didn't. And there was no reason for them to, at all. So this is the vehicular mobbing and cut-ups that we experience as TIs if you drive. I mean, I don't drive, but that's what my family experienced, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just taking it easy and I'm trying to get my strength back. So I feel a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday I felt quite bad. I felt very depersonalized, half awake, sleep deprived. But last night I got a good night's sleep, so I feel like my body's starting to recover. And I'm not 100% yet, but I feel like my body's starting to, repair itself from the damage that's been done as of late. Because I know they've done damage, you know what I mean? I can feel it, my body's aching, I feel tired, you know what I mean? And this is the psychological stress and the sleep deprivation and the energy weapons that have caused this. So, yeah. But that's what they do, man. I mean, they try to wear you down, try to make you tired and worn out. Let me just see if there's any other targeting techniques. I mean, the most ridiculous one was the guy in the kitchen on the ferry where he was, whistling. That was just ridiculous. But it's ongoing, the targeting. But I'm gonna get a break. If I wasn't going on this with my family, I would have gone for a break to Anglesey or something again. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I mean, it's heavy, man. It's heavy shit. This shit wears you down over time, man. I mean, it does wear you down when they do the sleep deprivation. And I can see how it's been affecting me. Like the other day on my email, I sent an email, and I thought I hadn't sent it, saying I wanted to let RT know, I'm going away, and that's why I won't be talking. I've told all the TIs I'm in touch with, I'm going away. But I thought I hadn't sent the email, and turns out I had. You know what I mean? I was just shit like that. Was happening. So it's just a symptom of the sleep deprivation when you they try to reinforce that. They try to reinforce the second guessing of yourself. Try to make you think that you're not capable of doing certain things, when in reality it's because of shit. Sorry, someone just fell out of the fridge. I was trying to get a drink. We're trying to second guess, make you second guess yourself. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, man, what these motherfuckers do. I don't think. I don't look for this drink because there's that much stuff in the fridge. I'm scared of it all falling out, so I don't want to piss my family off. So yeah, I'll put this shit back and carry on. Bear with me. Right. Yeah, I found what I'm looking for anyway. Let me just yeah, man. This like they try and make you doubt yourself with the gaslighting shit. You know what I mean? Try and make you second guess yourself and try and make you paranoid of yourself, paranoid of what you're doing, thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna fuck up. You know what I mean? They try and reinforce that shit. It's a constant thing and a technique that's done. Let's try and that's not gonna fit. Try and it's not gonna fit in there. To try and look here. We gotta just keep resisting it and exposing what is being done. Try not to let emotions take control of what we're doing. This is a war. You shouldn't think of it in any other way. This is a war for your mind and your soul and your body. But ultimately, this is a war to destroy you as a person. This is an attack, a military attack, psychological attack on you. The only difference is the weapons aren't guns or bombs, the weapons are psychological techniques and directed energy weapons. Basically, this is a way of waging war that is new. This is a new technique to wage war covertly and without any obvious effects. But you know, we have to outsmart our enemies, we have to see our enemies, learn our enemies' techniques. And get victory, and victory is surviving and dying a natural death, not of their cause. That is the biggest victory. You know what I mean? So, to do that, we have to understand what's being done. We have to, you know, do our research on what is being done, and we have to find our own countermeasures to what is being done. You know, I mean, just I'll name one countermeasure I do. So, you know, when they're targeting me with the colours, what I do is I wear the same colours they're targeting me, and when I see one of their cars with the blue or the red, I look at my shirt. You know, I sometimes what I do is I wear, you know, blue and red at the same time when they're targeting me with that colour. So I naturalise that colour to me, so that the colour does not have the desired psychological effect. Because, you know, when they're using certain colours to target you, they try to make it seem like it's not unusual, but they're trying to make you fear that colour and to give that colour a negative meaning. So they want that colour to seem as like an outside attack. So if you internalise the colour to yourself and attach it to your own being and normalise that colour to yourself, then they can't use these colours against you, because you're so used to the colour. You know what I mean? Just shut this fan. It doesn't bother you. You know what I mean? So when you're used to the colour, it's like, oh, you know, you don't even think about. I've desensitised myself to the colours. You know what I mean? This doesn't work for everything they do, because if you're TI like and they're targeting you with the one headlight, I wouldn't recommend you make your car have one headlight. You know what I mean, or something like that, because obviously you can't do that. You know, it would just be stupid. But for the colours, I find that's a great way of desensitising the effects of what's being done. And I kind of, you know, developed this technique myself. So if they're targeting you with certain colours, you know, wear the same colours they're targeting you with. You know what I mean? If you don't have any and they're targeting you with red, buy a red shirt. You know what I mean? If they're targeting you with blue, buy a blue shirt. Wear the same colours they're targeting you with, and you'll soon see that it doesn't affect you. Like I said, what I do is when I see a perp in the same colour, you know, and they're targeting me with a certain colour, and I have both the colours they're targeting me on, I just look at the colours. I don't look at the perp. And then before I know it, what that's doing is letting your mind, it's normalising the colours to you and your mind, so the colours are normal to you. So the colours don't bother you. You know what I mean? it's hard to explain, but if you're wearing the same colour and you see it, because you're seeing it, this is a subconscious attack. So if you're subconsciously aware that you're wearing the same colour that they're targeting you with, you're seeing that colour all day, so you're used to that colour. You know what I mean? I think this is why they don't target you with green much, because green is everywhere. You know what I mean? It's the trees, the grass, and all that. That's why when it comes to blue and red, they're not really colours that occur in nature too much. You know what I mean? I mean, there's this blue sky, but most people don't think of the blue sky. You know what I mean? That's another positive way to defend is when they target you with the colours. Think of something positive to do with the colours. Think about something that makes you feel nice, like the sea. If they're talking with blue, think about the sea. Think about the beautiful blue sky. Think about ice. I find, glaciers, sometimes that gives me a calming effect. If they're targeting me with red, I think about love and passion. I think about, flowers, sometimes like poppies or roses. Just things like that make you feel nice, you know what I mean? Just anything that makes you feel nice inside. That's how you defeat this attack. And I find it's helped me a huge amount, that both of these techniques. This technique I learnt from another TI, but the first technique I developed myself. Wearing the same colour technique, I developed that myself as a way to defeat what's being done, you know what I mean? It's not 100% and it takes time, but it helps a hell of a lot. But yeah, constantly trying. Like for instance, now I can see a person on the other side of the river and she's got a red top. So I can see that, and I just think nothing of it because I've desensitized myself toward it. I don't think it's pub. It's just someone in a red top, but I've desensitized myself to that. So and there's a guy opposite me in a kind of maroon colour shirt, and it's reddish, but it don't bother me. You know what I mean? It's just that's because I've desensitized myself to that colour. It's just, to me, it's just someone in a shirt instead of they're targeting me, you know what I mean? And I know when they're targeting me, I can kind of switch off from the negative effect that they're trying to do. I think it's difficult to switch off from the sirens though, because obviously it's loud, it's annoying, it's harder to. But even that, I've found defense mechanisms to ignore that. Yeah, that's two of the most probably annoying psychological attacks they do is probably the sirens and the one headlight and one brake light. Get very annoying, and I've learned ways to deal with it. One thing I do is when I see a one headlight, I look away. You know what I mean? I look away. I force myself to look away, and it's the fixation drills as well. I've noticed the last few days I've been staring at car number plates, so I've forced myself to look away, you know what I mean? So I feel like they're targeting me with certain things on the number plates, with certain subliminal messages, so I'm forcing myself to look away from the number plates. So, yeah. And they target me with the plates. I think they've been doing it for longer than I thought, because I remember a few years ago I was on holiday in Norway and I remember a number plate that said sad. This was around 2012, so 2 years before I became aware of my targeting. But I think they've been doing this a lot longer than known, you know what I mean, before I became aware of my targeting. So yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard work, man. And they just want they just want you to be destroyed, boys. I'm gonna get my strength back, and I'm gonna get through this targeting. You know, no matter what, you're not gonna destroy my life. You're not gonna make me live in misery. And they've been, I admit, they've been quite effective. The last 3 weeks, it's tired me out, worn me out, but you know, it's been relentless pretty much. The last 3 weeks, it's been very heavy. This is like the first break I've had from it in a long time. But I'm gonna get my strength back. I'm gonna strengthen my mind even more. I mean, I'm a bit sleepy.